What is up, guys? Welcome to the Raw review for an okay episode of Raw. I think the segments were pretty good, especially the Seth Roman one. And I don't know, I think I should start with the matches because I'm probably not gonna talk much about that. But I think the best match was definitely JD versus Chad Gable. That was really good. I feel like it's two guys who could definitely have had a better match, but they didn't for some reason, probably because of how JD is booked. I feel like the whole booking of certain wrestlers being, booked as weak, it really hinders having a great match. Like, can you imagine the kind of match I don't know, like a Finn and Dominic would have had if they were actually booked as equals, or like in terms of wrestling, like one wasn't constantly running away. The kind of match that Liv and Rhea could have had is Liv if Liv wasn't constantly running away. And in this one, the kind of match they would have had if JD wasn't booked as somebody who we know he loses like 99% of his matches. But it was still a great match. Also, we want to shout out Rey Mysterio and Ethan Page. That was also a good match. We had a squash when Raquel squashed Maxine. It was so. But we got a backstage segment with Theory and Maxine, so that is interesting. We'll pay attention to that to see where it goes. But if we, actually start getting into the more interesting stuff, we had Oba coming to celebrate his King of the Ring win, and Brock came out and he's like, I haven't been watching the show because, I don't really care, which interesting for you to say. But he says that Paul Heyman has been filling him in on, what Oba has been saying. So that was a confrontation. We're going to get a Hell in a Cell match between the two. We haven't had a Hell in a Cell match since the CM Punk and CM Punk and Drew one, which was godly. Like one of the best. I would say the best since probably the Mercedes and Bailey one in 2020. So I'm really looking forward to this one. Brock hasn't been in Hell in a Cell match since the Roman one, I think, and that wasn't good. So I wonder what they're gonna do to make this one good. But I don't know. I think the what is it like? Because these guys are like big, they hit hard, they throw each other around, so it should be enjoyable for the most part. I don't know if it will be anywhere close to CM Punk and Drew, but it should be a decent match. We also got Iyo coming out to celebrate her win, and we got Liv coming out, and it's the whole she got cursed, and so she brings up Danhausen cursing him, which means that Iyo's win over her is a sham. I hate that, because as much as people are complaining about Dom being in the Liv and Rhea feud in 2024, and now it seems like the Danhausen curse is a big story beat in this one, right? Because we're all being like, oh, Liv is probably gonna lose. So I hope they sort that out really quick, because I want it being just them two. Maybe with the Judgment Day girlies being, kind of on the outside looking in, I was wondering if they're gonna turn on her. But I hope they fix this, because I don't want Danhausen to be such a huge factor again. And also, it's kind of weird that people aren't criticizing this as much as they did Dom. So I don't know, maybe as time goes on, depending on how much of a factor Danhausen and his curse are in this, we'll see how people react. Is there any other thing that I'm forgetting? LA Knight and Jimmy having a good match. Jimmy is so much better than Jay. It's not even a joke anymore. Like, I know I always dog on Jay, but Jesus Christ, like, Jimmy is the better promo, the better wrestler. It's crazy how he got over off a phrase that Jim, he's the one who started doing it first. Like, he didn't come up with it, but he's the one who started doing it first. And then Jay did it, and he is the one who got it popular, in air quotes. So that's just an interesting thing to note. But Solo also came out, and there was, some pushes over there. So that's gonna be interesting. And then we got a really good promo, probably the best promo since the Roman CM Punk stuff. And it was Seth coming and being like, there's like the younger generation is coming. Our time is almost up. You still haven't beat me, so this is probably gonna be your last chance, because just like when the Shield came and they kind of kicked all the older generation to the curb, the Oba Femis are coming in, the Bronze, the Javons are coming, so our time is almost up. So do you want to have this match, and probably your last chance to ever beat me? Let's do it at SummerSlam. And Roman being like, I need this, so let's do it. So that's gonna be the match. I really like that every time, from recent memory, Seth will have, like his different colored hair, but every time he gets closer to the Roman feud, his hair is like all black. He dyes it back to just being plain black. I don't know if that's planned or is just coincidental every time, but I really like that little detail. But yeah, this show was pretty good. Like, for what it was, I don't think it was like Raw is back in tip top shape, but it was pretty good. Also, it's definitely the better show compared to SmackDown. SmackDown has been in the gutters, but Raw has been able to stay afloat somehow. Like, it's not mind-blowingly good, but it has been decent. And by comparison to SmackDown, it's definitely the better show. So that is it for the video. Like, subscribe, and look forward to the AEW review. We're going to be talking more about that, looking at what they're doing next after the Owen winners. I know I haven't done a review of Forbidden Door. Kind of don't really wanna. I watched the show on Monday during the day, so I was late. I was supposed to watch it live, but it just didn't line up. So like the video, and the Dynamite stuff will be coming out soon.